of the women you guys have dated, and I'll answer the next question too. Of the women you guys have dated, are there any you would take back? And if so, what would have to change? And would you have to make any personal changes? Because I know a lot of times we like to put it on the other person and say, well, they have to make this adjustment, this, and this. And whole time, you know, we ourselves haven't got better, improved at all. So, like, what would have to change or you know, just what would have to improve overall?
For sure. I get that.
What
would you say for yourself?
Just probably, like, just communication. Like, all my relationships I've been in, for the most part, the main issue is communication. And, you know, I mean, there are other issues, but I think that by far was the biggest perpetrator of why things fell apart long term. And it just saves it just saves people time. When you tell someone exactly what you're going to do and you follow up on that, there's nothing to assume. There's nothing to, you know, guess or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I know I have to improve my communication. I'd have to be more firm, so to speak. A lot of times I wasn't as firm as I should have been. Women like to play this weird game. These fucking flies are killing me, man.
Just
Holy
take
shit.
care of it for a second and then cut it.
Huh?
Just take care of it for a second.
Yeah.
And then catch it.
What was I saying? Oh, women like to play this game. You and I were talking about this earlier. Women like to play this game where they'll put you in positions where you would think the answer is clearly no, but because of how they worded it, you feel almost bad for saying no. And I learned to, like, not fall for that shit. And they're really good at it too, cause you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Kinda. Can you say an example, please?
I think.
Want to hold this?
Sure. Yeah. I think kind of based on our conversation earlier, one example would be like asking. I would say maybe like vacations or bags or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
wanting to look good,
gifts and things of that nature. So it's like that's something that I didn't necessarily want to spend my money on. Well, hold on, let me finish first.
Go ahead.
That wasn't something that I necessarily. Okay, let me take it back. Okay, so I just need you to warm up right quick.
So, like I was.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that like gifts is something that is an example of that, because sometimes like
Example of what?
An example of something you feel bad for. I personally would feel bad for not giving, because I feel like I could do more, but at the same time, like, I need to balance that with really the reality of my relationship and like the reality of my like pockets right now. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So, and I'm personally the type of person who I'm not a giver. That's just not like my love language anyway. So
He
that also
said,
is, like,
don't ask me for nothing.
no, but here's the thing though, is like I always encourage like everybody that I'm around to like work for stuff, you know, work for, like,
what'd you say?
I always encourage everyone I'm around to like work hard for something, you know, or whatever, because if you really want something, you can get it yourself.
Ooh, I got a question.
And that's how I feel personally. I don't know everything I want, but the things that I know I want, I'm gonna get, you know, and I'm not gonna ask somebody else to do something extravagant for me if I can't do it myself.
Mm.
Yeah.